This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Lap 27, John Andretti's single car spin has put us under the first caution of the day. Krista, caution.
Looks like John Andretti just got a little too high. It's a little early in the race for debris to be a problem. He looked like he just lost the car up high. Now the problem is he's going to slide down here and boom, mess up that man's barriers.
Hit the Fitch inertia. He's up on the wheel and he's around off John Andretti.
Stay there, stay.
I mean, the whole field is coming at that 66 car.
What did you say about Dave Blaney?
Left rear, sorry.
I said he was doing a great job.
He was, except John Andretti got in his way. Right here, John Andretti's a lap down from that wreck he had over there a while ago.
John's car just moved up the racetrack ever so slightly, just enough to get into that left rear quarter panel of Dave Blaney.
And I know Phil Parsons right now is about ready to be tied.
We're under caution at Bristol with the Fred's Discount Stores Toyota of Todd Bodine all torn up. The accident not so much of his making. There is Bodine. On the outside.
That's a 55, I believe, Michael Waltrip. He comes up into Todd, gets Todd into the wall, and then that's a chain reaction. The 8, the 2, and the 29, all with quite a bit of damage.
Here's a closer look at what happened at the contact.
Just Michael went clear of Todd, came up in front of him. Now you see these guys, that's pretty heavy damage.
Just don't have any experience in any of these racetracks.
Yeah, I think that's probably the downside to no testing is the fact that some of these guys who need laps on the racetrack. That's all Joey Logano needs. He needs laps, but he can't get them because they can't test.
We got 26 Jamie McMurray,
around.
the 26.
I think I saw that brewing.
Just try to get her going here. Just got a little bit of damage on the rear there.
And the bad news for the Gibbs team may be that Kyle Busch had just passed Sam Hornish to put Hornish a lap down. So we'll see who gets the
I think if we go back and look at this, we'll see some interesting development here.
Like
that.
Okay. Juan Pablo Montoya, the 42.
That's just the start. That.
Yeah.
See, Juan Pablo is one of those guys, he's kind of like old school. You hit me once, I hit you twice.
Jay.
And we are under caution. Moments ago, Jamie McMurray having some problems. That is our 5th caution of the race.
Now, it's the 4th caution of the race, but he had a little bit of help on that right there. It looked like he got in the wall right there, and then all of a sudden he gets down here to the corner, almost saves it, and all of a sudden Sam Hornish comes in there, and they get together, and this time around Jamie goes, almost the same place it was before. Keeps it off the outside safer barrier, but looks like he'll get 4 good years and come back around and regain the battle.
And Kevin Harvick up against the wall in turn 4. This could be the caution. It is.
There it is. There's the
everyone
caution.
else has been looking for.
It looked like I might have had a tire, Larry.
What a weekend, bud. What a weekend. You think of anything I had more fun doing.
Well, one thing he did have some fun doing, he won the Nationwide Series race. The first time he's ever won a race in his own race car in the Nationwide Series. But it's been a tough weekend in this 29 car.
They've had trouble with that car ever since they backed it out of the truck. There he goes. Pow.
A well-worn path up to the safer barrier.
Now, the good news is, not a lot of good news, but we do have interliners in the right side tires here. That's one thing that's a little different about this place than others, the short tracks.
29 car, they did not wear that tire out. They actually cooked the bead of the tire that goes against the rim.
All right, Jimmy Johnson back now in 5th spot. Krista.
Remember what I said, Mike, earlier about Jimmy Johnson being calm? Forget about it. They had a slow stop there. He came in 2nd and went out 5th. They had problems. The lug nut got hung up on the left rear side. Caution.
Yeah, David Stremme spinning from contact going into turn number 3.
Well, that was that area right there, Mike, where you were saying, no, you know, bottled up, and they really were. I mean, there was just a bunch of cars all wadded up right here together.
It's the 8th caution of the day, and it comes just a few laps after.
You know, I think he may have had a tire down or something. Oh, that car got loose before he got hit.
Let's watch from Dale Jr.'s point of view.
Watch his car wobble right here now. It goes sideways there and again, and then I don't think Junior really hit him.
Nope. No, I think you're right.
Anybody seen Digger today? That 11 can jump to the outside, and you can have a heck of a battle to the finish line. Oh, we got a blown engine.
20 is blowing up. Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution.
It was the teammate of our two leaders, Joey Logano, who was brought out the 9th caution of the day.
Guess what?
Hang around to the truck if
There
you
won't
can.
be any traffic, any lap traffic in their way when they get this restart.
No, it'll be a single file restart, and depending how much cleanup may be necessary, we could have as few as 2 laps to go when we go green.
Out the exhaust pipe coming off the front straightaway.
Now that car has smoke coming out of it today, and it had smoke coming out of it earlier this year. And cleaned up pretty good.
The Mustang pace car gets way out of the way, and Kyle Busch brings them down for the restart. We're in overdrive, 2 laps to go.
Everybody got a solid restart, less than 30 seconds. We'll know the winner of this thing. Casey Kane looks to the inside of Gordon. Gordon shuts the door.
Kyle nailed it on that restart. He got it just right. No wheel spin. I think it's just going to be close.
Still fine.
But he's pulling away ever so slightly. White flags in the air.
And it's Johnson to the outside of Hamlin.
Now that could be big.
Hamlin is going to have to deal with Jimmy.
You're fine, bud.
Rudeman gets bumped by Boyer. And here we come to the flag, and wild thing, Kyle Busch dominates in Bristol. With Hamlin second, Johnson third, Gordon and Kane the top 5.
And Kyle Busch will be stickering all the way to victory circle.
How about the Coach Gibbs there?
1-2.
1-2 finish.
Thanks, Jeff. Way to go, boys. Way to bring it.
You know, it's way too young in his career
career
to call Kyle Busch the dominator, but when he wins, he just really tends to put a whipping on the field.
And what I was curious, you know, last year had a phenomenal year. Sometimes kids will come into this sport and they'll have a phenomenal year. The question I've had all along is, can he continue to do that? Is he going to be that consistent for a long period of time? That's the mark of a champion.
It is the first time Kyle has won more than once at one racetrack, in scoring his 14th career victory. Second win here in 9 races. Of course, he won here March in '07, first time we ran the car of today chassis here. And it's his 3rd top 3 finish of 2009.
So I think it's safe to say that no one has visited Victory Lane more in 2009 than Mom and Pop Busch. 3 consecutive weekends for them.
That's right.
And that kid just he raced 800 laps this weekend. 300 yesterday, 500 today.
In the last 2 Bristol races, last summer and today, he's led 792 of 500 laps.
But like Darrell said, this is a rerun of 2008. The question will be, got a long way to go. Can they continue that into those 10 chase races?
I think they learned a lot, Larry. I think the team did. I don't think he had to learn that much. I think the team did. I think you got to lose one to learn how to win one.
And as you mentioned, Darrell, he's also won 2 Camping World Truck races and a nationwide race this year to go with his 2 Sprint Cup victories.
He's on pace to beat the record he set last year with the 21 victories in all 3 series.
Well, he's somewhat repeating his brother's victory lap from last week. He's just doing it nose first.
Well, we're at Bristol. This was always a special track to Alan Kulwicki. There's a grandstand here named for Alan. And this is what Alan self-described as the Polish victory lap. Window net down, facing the fans, and saluting them for coming out here and supporting all these drivers.
In 1992, we all stood here in tears as Alan Kulwicki's hauler left here that day, that sad day, when Alan and some of his crew members lost their lives in an airplane crash here at Tri-Cities.
Yeah, they were coming back from an appearance in Knoxville, and Kulwicki, the reigning champion of the series, was lost to us. So nice to see that touch from Kyle Busch as now he pulls toward victory lane.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.